just want to stop in and say, I'm not perfect, but this advice I'm giving you is so that you can learn from it. You don't even have to take it if you don't want to. Some things you might have to learn from several times before you're like, oh yeah, I might listen to that. So that's fine. Don't think that this is preaching. Like I said, it's advice for all of us so we can learn, do better, and play better. Level yourself up. And I really appreciate the work that you do, Shera. If you ever do happen to stumble across this video, you definitely have changed my and so many other women of my generation's lives by sharing and dropping this knowledge. Without your input, I mean, a lot of us will still be out here getting less and doing more. And we definitely want to decrease and minimize those experiences as a collective. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. So, I hope everyone's doing well. As you can see from the title, we are going to be divulging into SheraSeven's philosophy in a few minutes. And if you have anything to add, be sure to leave that below. Leave your opinions to yourself. Thank you. All right, number one, don't entertain dust. And there's a reason she says this, because the moment you give someone who is not on your level a chance, meaning they cannot provide for you or benefit your life in some way, they're going to find a way to screw you over 100%, 1,000% of the time, because they know they don't deserve to be with you. So, of course, they're going to find a way to sabotage it. It's just common sense. And for me personally, I have made that mistake, so you don't have to. What else can we add? Don't entertain dust. We already know that. Number two, watch your pick me ways. Now, I hope you don't watch this video and think she getting on the camera because she this and she that. Girl, I have made these mistakes. Why do you think I'm on camera telling you? My love, I have made these mistakes myself. So please don't think that I'm preaching. Girl, I'm preaching to the choir. Me too. Anyways, watch your pick me ways. If you want to be a pick Misha and you want to go ahead and cater to that man like he is just everything, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you in advance when he doesn't value you. He will not value you or what you have to contribute if you're giving everything away for free. I'm so sorry to say this. I know that might hurt and it's a little hurtful to hear, but even I have to remind myself. My cat just knocked over my camera. Anyways, I know it hurts to hear, but you gotta watch the pick me ways. Don't give away the best parts of womanhood, of being a wife, of being a spouse to someone who has not earned that yet. And if you do, like I said, I warned you in advance. Shera often says, go date, get your heart broken, and then come back and get this advice, and so that you can move forward with a better understanding. Okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. And also, men, don't hate us. Get your ambition up, get your funds up, get your mentality up. I had to take a break for a second. What else can we add? Also, I just wanted to note that SheraSeven does not exclusively give dating advice. And I know some of you might try to go ahead and attack me saying this is not the way to find your soulmate. But I'm just going to tell you right now, that's not what her advice is geared towards. But however, I do think that the advice can be, you can take some of the principles and apply them to dating as well. Always leave your house looking good, okay? Don't leave your house in a t-shirt, a bonnet, and slides. Have respect for yourself when you leave your home. Even if you're just running errands, like have your hair pulled back, or have put a hat on if you need to, but don't go around looking crazy, because what that says is I don't care about myself, and so that's why I'm comfortable leaving the house however, because I really don't care. Like, if I run into an ex or something and they see me this way, or if I run into a potential new friend connection, I don't care if they see me in a bonnet. I don't, because I don't care about myself. That's what that says. And personally, ever since I have started applying that to my life, it has increased in a drastic measure, okay? Because now, whereas before people don't want to hold door opens for you, you don't get free things here and there. Now you get little perks. People are going to want to be nicer to you. People are going to might give you free food, just little things like that that we don't really think about until you apply the knowledge that I'm giving, that Shera has given us. And I am now trying to spread it to everyone else so that we can all learn from this. We can all learn from this, and it's okay. We don't have to be better. We just need to do better. Okay? He has to like you 10 times more. Yes, he needs to like you 10 times more. You heard me. He needs to like you, what? 10 times more. If he doesn't like you 10 times more, I've tried this. It will not work, because what's going to happen is, in a connection like that, like, it will be so unbalanced in the worst way. And men, if they don't like you 10 times more, you're just not going to get the treatment that you deserve. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. I have tried the equal attraction, and it always ends up where the woman is doing more at the end of it, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty, because you're looking like you need to be treated and given the most, but he's going to start doing the least because you make him feel like he doesn't have to do anything. Like, that is what I'm warning against. Please take it from me. Yeah, like, hello, he needs to like you 10 times more. I like this one. I'm just gonna add it for laughs and giggles. Do not date the pretty ones. Like, I know, I know. If you're young, you probably will not listen to me or Shera or anybody else who likes her philosophy. But you go ahead and mess around with the pretty boys, the pretty men. I don't want anybody that's pretty like me or prettier than me, because then which one of us are gonna be the woman? Which one of us, we're both gonna be getting mani pedis, you know what I mean? I don't want to be with, and also pretty men expect the same treatment as pretty women, which is to be pampered and to be catered to. And it's like, no, that's so backwards. And if you're trying to get this level up lifestyle, of being treated like the woman that you are and the treatment that you deserve, please leave them pretty boys alone. But if you're young, fall in love, get your heart broke, and then be wise and be smart. And I will say, if you do choose to date a pretty man, what can I say? If you do choose, I can't even get the words out. I'm trying to be candid with you guys. If you do choose to date a pretty man, just know that you're going to have to also make him realize, like, hey, I'm not going to cater to you. I am not on your level. So you have to put boundaries in place right away, really quick, because if you don't, yeah, that pretty boy is gonna drag you through the mud. Going forward, I'm not saying that you need to date someone who's like ugly, because we all have to have a level of attraction to the person we're dating, but I'm just saying, watch out for the men who look just as good as you. Like, become self-obsessed with yourself, so that whenever things don't, when something doesn't necessarily go as planned, you can just return to self. You can just recenter yourself. It's hard to try to humble a woman, or try to play little mind games with a woman who doesn't really even care, because she's that much more into herself. It really, like, it'll bounce off different. It won't, she might not even notice, and then you just look stupid. So yeah, like, become self-obsessed with yourself. And if you're not the center of your life, that man is, and we don't want that. That should never be. Your husband shouldn't even be the center of your life. Your kids and God, if you're religious, should be the center of your life, and then your husband. But even then, it's like, men don't value a woman who doesn't value herself more. Mic drop. What else? SheraSeven philosophy explain in minutes. What else? I know this was supposed to be minutes. I'm gonna just put X amount of minutes in the title, because I think it ran a little longer than I would have liked. But just want to stop in and say, I'm not perfect, but this advice I'm giving you is so that you can learn from it. You don't even have to take it if you don't want to. Some things you might have to learn from several times before you're like, oh yeah, I might listen to that. So that's fine. Don't think that this is preaching. Like I said, it's advice for all of us, so we can learn, do better, and play better. Level yourself up. Emotional mastery is so key. I think I'm gonna leave it at this. because I could probably do a part 2 if y'all want me to. But emotional mastery is key. Want to know why? Because when you're dealing with men, if you don't have a control or hold over those emotions, which I personally I have struggled with that. They're gonna get you, and they're gonna get you really good, because men count on women to be emotional, because by default we're nurturers. That's the feminine. But if you can use that energy and place it somewhere else instead of on this man, and master your emotions, I promise you, you'll get a lot more out of the situation than if you were to put all your cards out on the table. Like, hey, like, for example, you meet a guy, and just because he's giving you all of this love and all this attention and all this energy does not mean that he's serious. Men will say anything just to get what they want, and then they'll get out. It's sad but true. They'll say what they want, say what they know you want to hear, because we're emotional. Women fall in love with what we hear. Hello. And men fall in love with what they see. Hello. So it's just like we have to be vigilant and realize that to match his emotional input is a dangerous game, because the minute you start matching that emotional input is when they feel like they won the game. Men love the chase. Okay, this is a known fact. But the minute that you like hurry up and go ahead and give in, you lost it. We are playing chess, not checkers. Okay, dial back those emotions, go get your nails done, go talk to a friend, do what you need to do, but save those emotions for your children. Shera says save those emotions for your kids. Go get a pet, go get a goldfish, go do what you need to do, but do not, especially early on, reveal your cards that you also like or love this man that you barely even know. It's embarrassing. And then, we're telling our stories to people and they just want to slap us, essentially, because it's like, you can't be that stupid. But because our emotions are so prominent as women, yeah, it does make you that stupid. And that's why dialing them back is key. Emotional mastery. That's what I personally would like to focus on. Emotional mastery, and not, being such a lover girl. Not to someone you don't know, and not to someone that's not your kids or your husband. And even then, your kids should still be at the top. I digress. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. But basically, in conclusion, SheraSeven gives very real, very usable, and applicable advice to not only young women but all women of all generations. And I really appreciate the work that you do, Shera. If you ever do happen to stumble across this video, you definitely have changed my and so many other women of my generation's lives by sharing and dropping this knowledge. Without your input, I mean, a lot of us will still be out here getting less and doing more, and we definitely want to decrease and minimize those experiences as a collective in our womanhood in the womanosphere. So yes, Shera, if you ever see this, just thank you so much for everything that you've ever done, and keep putting out the good energy and the stuff that you do, because it really is getting out there and you are changing the world. But I will probably make a part 2. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up and share if you need to share with a friend. For me personally, I really enjoy filming this. It definitely helped hone this energy that I had that I needed to get out to share with you guys. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna hop off here and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.